This interview is for information only and should not be considered as investment advice or a recommendation to buy shares in the company featured. Welcome to this Stock Box interview. Paul Johnson, the CEO of Power Metal Resources, is here today following news from the company's Kalihari Copper Belt latest soil sampling. Now, Paul, last time we spoke, you said that this soil sampling was to help validate targets for drilling and that you were looking for zinc and copper anomalies under the surface. So, did this latest soil sampling program, did it help you at all in that?
Oh, yeah, didn't it just, Mark? Didn't it just? I've been here before, back in 15, 16 with when I was CEO of Metal Tiger, and we found the T3 copper deposit just up the road in Botswana in the Kalihari Copper Belt. So I did think it was like deja vu, but maybe I think previously it was just warming up for this experience, because we've been taken aback by what we're finding from the exploration work that we're doing and the size and scale of the targets that are developing from that work.
Okay. And I remember last time we spoke as well, you said the soil sampling would help delineate drill targets and you'll go drilling as soon as the environmental plan is approved. So how more advanced are you now in focusing down on your drill targets?
Oh, we are very much more advanced. We started out with the airborne electromagnetic work to define structures below the surface. We went above those structures on the surface to do the soil sampling and have found significant copper and zinc anomalies, zinc being a pathfinder element for the type of deposit that we're looking for. And we, as I say, have just carried on doing lots and lots of soil sampling, over 150 kilometres so far, which is, a pretty enormous figure in itself. We've ended up with three current main focus targets to the north of the 036 license in the South Ganzi project in Botswana. Mm-hmm. And those are Acacia, which is circa 4 kilometres by 4 kilometres in size. Marula, which is varies in width from 800 metres to 2.4 kilometres approximately. And actually in length is now over 18 kilometres long, and it's open at both ends. And then we have the Happy target, which is a perfect name, I think, in the circumstances. The Happy target that's been identified now. It's a subparallel geochemical anomaly. It's immediately to the south of Marula, and that one is circa 5 kilometres long by 700 metres wide. So even that one, which is the smaller of the three current targets, is pretty big by itself. So, so we've got to crack on and do further work whilst we're just waiting for the environmental management plan approval. We're looking at some geophysics to further improve the targeting process. So that's induced polarization surveys, nice long one, audio frequency magnetotellurics, AMT surveys. We'll carry on with more of the soil sampling whilst we're waiting. And the aim is to get drilling as soon as possible. Power Metal has a lot of projects that where we've got drill programs impending. This project is now definitely, without question, one of the key projects in our business. And the size and scale of what we're dealing with is electric. It's exciting, and it's exactly where a company like ours needs to be focusing resources.
Okay, and do you have any maps or pictures, illustrations of the area and the targets?
Yeah, we do. In the announcement that we released yesterday, the 19th of July, we've got a link to our website where you can see all the soil sampling. You can see the structures below the surface. It's all there. It's a beautiful diagram, actually, because it really does sum everything up. And it's the kind of project now that has the potential to transform companies like Power Metal and our equal partner, Kavango Resources, along the way.
So those three targets you referred to there, Acacia, Marula, and the newly discovered Happy target, which is a great name. How did you define them as the main ones? I'm just looking at that graphic now, and I can see a lot of soil sample line, looks like line sampling going on there. What were the key factors in determining those three as the three main ones to go for?
Yeah. Okay. So as you're building up and you're gathering additional information, starting with the airborne electromagnetic surveys, you see the structures that come out from that, and you go on the ground and you do your visual inspection, and the whole variety of different techniques leads into validation testing through soil sampling, looking for these anomalies. You expect some degree of correlation, which is really important. And, that gives you the additional confidence that you need to be able to move forward. But the precise way in which the soil sampling has linked in with the structures that we identified from the airborne work has been fabulous and given us, dramatic amounts of confidence that we are dealing with something very, very interesting. The drill program itself ultimately is what will tell us, if this is right, if there's an economic deposit there. Mm-hmm. But as with any exploration drilling, what you want to do as you build up to it is to build as much information as you can, and that's what we've been doing. So when you see the diagram on the website, and you can see the 3 targets outlined, Acacia right on the border there of the 036 license, and then the big kind of strip of marula targets just underneath Acacia and Happy. Under that, you can very clearly see the copper soil anomalies, and you can see the intensity. You can see how they track the subsurface and anomalies and structures. Mm-hmm. It is looking, particularly good. So everyone inside the business and our advisors, we're all excited by this. We think we're onto something quite significant. Our partners, Kavango, are equally excited. We are playing a game of uncertainty until, of course, we do the drilling and we see what's there. But the uncertainty has been diminishing, particularly with the results that have been coming out. And of course, partly this was exceptional news yesterday. It was, I think, probably one of the best announcements I've ever released in any company environment. And the markets are a little bit subdued. So it's almost you can release anything, and the market doesn't really take it on board, and people are not really buying that many shares and so on. But remember, we're in a cyclical market. I think we're in a major bull phase in our space, and we've got tremendous forward dynamics here, with an increasing demand for precious metals, dramatic demand for base metals, a lack of supply. All of those arguments will drive the commodity prices considerably higher. And that's great. And then at the moment, our junior resource space is in a kind of pullback phase in what is, I think, a cyclical bull market. So it's a bit distressing for people to see the value of their investments go down. I mean, I'm not particularly chuffed, in fairness, because, we hit a high of 3.45p in January 2021, and now we're down to circa 2p. Mm-hmm. So if you translate that across the entirety of my power metal holding, including the shares I hold, the option margin, and the warrant margin, then I'm down on paper by circa 1.5 pence times by 126 million instruments, so the thick end of £2 million over the last 6 months. So I'm not entirely happy about it, it has to be said, but I see the business and what we're doing, and I see great projects like the Kalihari Copper Belt work, and I see the potential for multiple discoveries, major value crystallization events across our business. And above all, and a bit egotistical, but I'll say it anyway, I'm running it and I work continuously. I'm focused continuously on the business, and I have no plans to go anywhere. I intend to carry on building this company into what I think will be one of the major bull runs in the junior resource space. And I would like to carry along as many of the investors as I can for the longest possible time, because I think we have a tremendous opportunity with Power Metal.
Okay. Well, Paul Johnson, the CEO of Power Metal Resources, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you for listening to this Stockbox interview. For more information, interviews and videos, visit our website at stockboxmedia.com or give us a follow on Twitter by searching @StockboxMedia.